Well, guys, welcome to the video. Jason Clemens. So if I were asked what is the one thing I would do above anything else to put more money on the bottom line, greater profits, faster and more substantial, what is the number one thing that I personally would do with my marketing campaigns? If you're watching this, if you've watched the videos in the past, I'm assuming that you know or that you're of the same frame of mind that whatever business you're in, it is the marketing business. If you cannot market, quite frankly, you're not going to make any more money. I don't care what else you learn, marketing is the key to driving profits in your business. And if I were asked what is the one thing I would do, that's what we're going to talk about here. Not to string you along, but typically I've spent thousands upon thousands of dollars on courses, on coaching, you name it. I've been doing this for well over a decade. It's been about 14, 15 years since end of 2015. And I'm sure that you spent a lot of money on these courses too, but what is it that we always hear if we want to increase our bottom line? Well, we hear what? We hear that split testing, and hopefully you can see that. It's in split testing is the key. That's what we hear. Doesn't matter if you've read books, even old school books, Caples, Hopkins. If you have a background in direct response, I'm assuming you've read a lot of direct response marketing stuff. That's a lot of my background. And so this is what you're gonna hear. Split testing. And what are we told if you wanna increase? Not that split testing is wrong, but we're told number one, okay? Make sure I'm still on the camera. But number one, we're told that the headline is the most important thing you can test in your email campaigns, sales pages, whatever else it might be. It could be anything, but we're told the headline. And yeah, it's super important. I have nothing against split testing and nothing against headlines. But it's not even close to what will put the most money into your account the fastest. I'll just run through some more that we're told. We're told play with videos on the site. So it could be a screen capture, it could be something else. On your website, split test videos. We're told, you can photos. It could be the ad copy. Okay? 5, this is a big one, the offer. Okay? So you can play around with your offer, whether that be to lower the price or have several options, an A, a B, and a C, what's consequently, we've talked about in the past, that can be really effective. All these things are effective, and they can definitely increase your bottom line. I have nothing against any of them. But what you're not going to hear, generally speaking, okay, you're not going to hear it in books, you're not going to hear it on blogs from all the most popular bloggers in online marketing trying to sell you a bunch of shit. Okay, you're not going to hear it, and not that stuff is not important. Again, I want to stress, don't leave me a comment below saying I don't know what I'm talking about. Yes, it's important, okay, but it's not nearly as important. In fact, what you're not going to hear, okay, you won't hear, and actually I'm going to use red for this, you will not hear that split testing can kill you, okay, especially if you're just starting out. It can kill your results. And the reason is very simple. It takes thousands of visitors, thousands of exposures to whatever you're testing, okay, before you can get a sure idea of what will win. If you're testing an A and a B headline, okay, you need to drive thousands of people to this headline before you're going to decide which one actually wins. And people don't get this. Let's say I have 2 pages, an A and a B. Well, what do people typically do? And I'm speaking from experience. I did this shit all the time. I did it all the time when I first started out. okay? I drive 100, visitors to each, because let's face it, it gets expensive, If you have to drive this, this gets expensive. To reach this 1,000 visitor mark, or to get any substantial idea of what's going to win, that could easily be thousands of dollars to test this. But so what do people do? They don't understand this. They drive 100 to each, or some small number, and let's say that A, out of those 100 visitors, it gets 10 conversions. Okay? And let's say that B, that gets 4. Well, the winner must be A, right? Not right. It's actually wrong. Because what generally happens is if you let this go to 1,000 or more, B many times will catch up. Okay? And so let's say now they have both 100 conversions. Or what else you see is that B can sometimes come back and take the lead if you just let the campaign run. So maybe that lines up with 200. And this stays at 100. So guys, stop split test early. All right? Bottom line, split testing can kill you for that reason. And it's also really, really expensive before you have anything definitive, before you can decide if any of these things actually are going to win. The A, B versions are going to win, or whatever. Okay? Again, not that this is wrong. You definitely can increase your bottom line of your marketing campaigns doing this. But it's not even close to the most effective thing. So, what is the one thing that I would do? All right? Bottom line, it's all how I am viewed by my potential customers. All of it. Now, there's a lot of different names for this. If you've read the book by Robert Cialdini, Pre-Suasion. Okay, I think I spelled that right. Pre-Suasion. It's known as that. Okay? It's also got a lot of other names, okay? There's a brilliant book by a guy who is known as Yellow Kid Wild. All right? Yellow Kid Wild. The #1 con artist in history. All right? The book is fascinating as far as insights into human nature. Just pure insights. The guy made millions of dollars. Now, yes, he was a scammer, but the book actually has brilliant insights regarding Pre-Suasion, but he didn't refer to it as that. This was back in the early 20s. He referred to it as the build-up. Okay, there's a lot of other names. You can do it. The bottom line is it's how you are positioned. How you are positioned, okay, before a visitor actually sees your pages. That will make all the difference in the world. Now, this sounds simple, and it's hard to grasp, especially if you're new, especially if you don't have a lot of experience. But having been at this, again, for the better part of 15 years, spent thousands upon thousands of dollars on campaigns, you name it. What are places that you run ads? We run ads on Google Ads, Facebook, Bing, whatever. Instagram ads. They're the same actually as Facebook. Obviously, Facebook owns Instagram, but they're the same. Okay, so I spent thousands upon thousands of dollars running these. And you cannot fathom how much more effective it is, okay, if you get a referral. Let's say you pay for or you get a referral in something along the lines of a podcast, okay? So, a podcast referral. All right? If an expert in your industry refers you through their podcast, the conversion rates generally are substantially higher than any traffic coming from this. Why? Because this traffic is cold traffic. Okay? You could do web referrals. You know, web referral. Okay? Anything. Get creative. Any type of referral. But if you just think about it, it's logical. Okay? If you're referred to a service by a family or a friend, you are far more likely to use that service than if you just see it in an ad. I mean, I can't stress how much money understanding this has put into my bank account. I can't even begin to stress it. It's all about positioning. So when I'm doing marketing in ads, I'm focused on how can I set it up so that before they even see my offer on my page, before they see the headline or the videos or any of this on my page, I'm actually viewed as an expert. And there's actually a few ways you can do that. We won't go through all of them, but let me go back over here. Okay? So one way is, let's say you're doing Google Ads, and this is my ad, and there's an ad here. Okay? You're running an ad, and this is your Google ad, and whatever you get 30, I believe it's right now, it's 30 characters on your headline. Okay? And then the rest, as of right now, I might be off on this. I should know it. There's no excuse. I'm running a ton of campaigns, but it's like 80 characters. Here, they're fucking changing everything all the time with Google Ads. But it's like 80 here for your description. Okay? Well, in one, just to give you one example, with a client I'm working with, they actually operate in the timeshare industry. Actually, specifically, helping people get out of timeshares, because timeshares are generally one big freaking scam. Okay, so they help people get out of timeshares. 3 words in a Google ad led to a 50% greater increase, okay, in conversions on the specific landing page. Just 3 words. Okay, what were the 3 words? I'll just give you what they were. Again, I'm sure you can't read that, but tested, approved, guaranteed. That was the only 3-word difference in an ad between an ad A and an ad B. Those 3 words, nothing changed on the site. Okay? Conversion rate, substantially higher, just adding those 3 words to an ad. Why? Because now they're visiting the landing page in the mindset, okay, that this method of helping them is a tested method, it's an approved method, okay, and it's guaranteed to help them. Now that when they visit the site, they have that in their mind, and they have a lot lower resistance when they visit, all right? And going back to this book on Yellow Kid Wild, it's his autobiography, I mentioned it earlier, he flat out says, okay, nothing was more important than the build-up. If they built their targets up, okay, enough to the point that Yellow Kid was viewed as the expert, they could make any mistakes they wanted pretty much over here. Any mistakes in the conversation, anything, and this person would vehemently want to believe, okay, and was far more likely to get conned. Now again, I don't fucking agree with conning people, but the insight into human nature is insane, all right? It's absolutely insane. So just within your ads, if you understand, if you position them right, okay, you can send people here. Your ad copy plays a far bigger role in your conversions than any tweaks I generally see with headlines or videos. Far bigger, just because you can send them there with the mindset that they're persuaded, or they're built up, they're positioned correctly, however you want to call it. That's what ads. Now again, referrals. Anywhere you get referrals, they are going to convert better. Okay, that's just flat out. It's gonna freaking convert better. So whatever you can do before they reach these pages, your landing page, whatever you can do The money is made right here, before they even reach your landing page. If you find a way to persuade these people so at least they have some inkling in their mind that you are an expert before they get there, a lot of that guard, that resistance, is going to be taken out of this. Your sales will go up. Okay? Conversions will go up. It is the number one thing. It's the number one thing you can do. Hands down. Nothing is going to beat it. All right? So keep that in mind. Watch the video again. I appreciate you taking the time to watch this. There's more content on the site. It's Jason Clemens. Again, it's .media. JasonClemens.media. A lot more information there. If you found this useful, please just like it below. Just like the video below. If you know something else that is more effective than this, all right, with your marketing campaigns, a lot of people will list things like targeting and things like that. Well, that has a lot to do with this. But in my experience, you can target the best crowd, okay? But Pre-Suasion will take it a step beyond that. If that crowd is persuaded before they hit your page, you're going to make a lot more money. All things remaining the same. So, but in any event, leave me a comment below. I appreciate it. Thanks for watching, guys. Have yourselves a great, great day.